everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted in a while, I know. It's just because I didn't have anything interesting to post, I thought. So I figured it's better not to post than to post something uninteresting. So here I am wanting to sit down and draw something, and it wasn't turning out to be what I wanted it to be. So I'm sure we've all been there as artists, you know, like you have this idea in your head, and it doesn't translate that way when you sit down and actually draw it. So it took me about 3 weeks to get back into the groove where what's in your head just ignores your arm and comes down on the page, you know, without your arm getting in the way. It seems like my arm and my brain are not connected to draw the things that I want them to draw sometimes. So here I am just filling in the tree with a little bit of wood grain. I didn't have a white Posca pen, otherwise I would have gone over the cat's silhouette and highlighted it. So I just left it. Then I dabbled in some animation. I figured, let me try animation. So I did Cutesy Julie skipping. And then here I was just looking at individual frames to see what was wrong with it, because I wasn't happy with it either. These Ohuhu 100 water-based markers, and I'm looking forward to opening them. So here's the box, and I love it. I love the color, I love the flowers, it's so pretty. So they're Maui Series Brush Journal Dual Brush Pens. So they're brush dual tips. Brush tip on one side. So what's this? These are extra tips, I guess, if you need them. That's cool. And here they are. Look at this. Let's count if there's 100. 1, 2, 3. So I figured out how it works, I think. You fold this back. So I decided to take out the markers for a test run, and I find them very nice. They're very smooth, very very luscious. I like them. But then I found out that the Cricut pens that I was using make the ink smudge. So you'll see that later on as I move to the computer. The iPad, I mean. You sleeping? Hey? Sleep, precious. Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you. Hi. Okay, we let you sleep. We let you sleep. Good night. So then I got some inspiration from a fellow artist in the house, Barry Jack. Here he is drawing his character, Adventure Alley. Then I decided to do some swatching, see what the colors really look like. But the paper that they give you is like a yellowish paper, yellowish sketchbook paper. My sketchbooks are usually white because I prefer that. As you can see, I wasn't happy with this spread. It was half done. So I moved over to my iPad, scanned it in, and started coloring it there. But I still wasn't happy with it because I wasn't happy with the drawings themselves. I took a break to change my mind, and I went to a friend's house for lunch along with Barry Jack, and we met some new friends. Here's a bearded lizard named Lily. She took a shining to Barry Jack. So then I drew some more clowns I wasn't happy with before I started to draw on my iPad, and finally I loosened up and started to draw something that I liked, a clown that I liked. Here he is. First I spread his arms out, and I said he needs some friends. So I added a little kitten, as you can see here. And like the bow, I changed it. The bow I thought was too much, so I removed it. Then I drew him a little dog. Dog friend. Just like me, he made some friends. So here it is, finished, and I'm going to color it now using my iPad. Now, I wanted to say, like, usually most of us artists working from home are usually alone with a cat or maybe another pet. I'm lucky enough to have a fellow artist living with me. His name is Barry, as you know. And he helped me shed light on it, and sometimes he helps me plus my work, and I help him plus his. And there's two things an artist needs. My teacher once told me. He said one needs to make art and to be around other artists, because you're stimulated by other artists who can plus your work. Started having fun by adding some polka dots to his tie and some stripes to his shirt. That's when you know a drawing is a winner, because you can add stuff to it and it takes a little longer to finish. There's such a good feeling when you got it and you're back in the swing of things. When I was in school in illustration and design, it used to take me 3 weeks after Christmas break to get back into it, and I wasn't the only one. Yeah, it took me about 3 weeks to get back into the swing of things, but here I am, and I have a whole bunch of ideas in my head of things that I want to draw. Lighthouses, birds, animals, people, you name it. I just have all these pictures in my head now, and all it takes is a little practice, a little pushing forward. I'm so grateful to all of you who watch my videos and take the time to support me and put a like on my video or put a comment. It makes my day. It really makes me happy, and I really appreciate you, so thank you so much. Eventually I'll have my shop open, and I'll let you guys know when that's ready, so stickers will be available on my shop, and in the future even more products will be available, like magnets and pins and other things like that. So thanks again.